Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Learn with Priyanka. So today we are going to start the chapter Letter to God of Standard 10th from the book First Flight. So let us start the chapter. So this chapter has been written by G.L. Fuentes about a farmer whose name is Lencho. Means the main character of the story is Lencho and who has been described as a farmer. So let us start the chapter. The story begins with a poor farmer named Lencho who lives with his family in a lonely house on the top of a low hill. His house overlooks a river and the field of ripe corn, which is his only source of income. Lencho is a hardworking farmer who eagerly waits for rain because his crops need water to grow. One day, dark clouds gather in the sky and Lencho happily predicts that it will rain. His prediction comes true, and the family rejoices as the rain begins to fall. Lencho calls the raindrops as new coins because he believes that it will bring a rich harvest and prosperity. So the first part of the story shows that Lencho is eagerly waiting for the rain because there was no rain, and for his crops rain was important. It was very necessary, so that is the reason he was waiting for the rain. Although it started raining as well, but it turned into a hailstorm and it totally destroyed his cornfields. However, the pleasant rain suddenly changes into a violent hailstorm. Large hailstones fall from the sky for nearly an hour, destroying the corn plants, flowers, and vegetables. By the time the storm ends and the fields are completely ruined, the entire crop is lost, leaving Lencho and his family with no food or money for the coming year. The family feels hopeless, but Lencho remains calm because he has complete faith in God. So the first plot of the story shows that there was no rain, and when it started rain, it suddenly turned into a hailstorm. As a result, the whole crop field of Lencho got destroyed due to the rain, due to the heavy rain. But in that situation also, Lencho was having a lot of faith over God, that he was thinking at any cost God is going to help him from any kind of situation. Lencho believes that God sees everything and helps those who trust him. Without any doubt, he decides to write a letter to God. In the letter, he explains the hailstorm has destroyed his crops and asks God to send him 100 pesos. So the letter which Lencho is writing to God, he is asking God to help him by giving 100 pesos. Pesos means the money. He needs this money to feed his family until the next harvest and to buy seeds for the plantation of the new crops. After writing the letter, he goes to the post office, addresses the envelope simply to God and post it. So the envelope in which he is, means after completing the letter also, he is going to a post office to post the letter, and over the letter also he is writing to God. The postman is surprised to see a letter addressed to God and shows it to a postmaster. So here the postman who saw the letter, he got very surprised and he started showing that letter to one of the postmasters. At first, the postmaster laughs, but soon he is deeply moved by the Lencho's strong faith. He decides that such faith should not be disappointed. To help Lencho, he donates part of his salary and asks his colleagues also to give some of their contributions. After collecting as much of money as it is possible, they managed to gather 70 pesos, which is less than the amount of the Lencho that he has requested. The postmaster places the money in an envelope and signs it simply as God. So now the contribution that the postmaster and all his colleagues they have done, that the collected amount was 70 pesos, which is less than the demanded amount of Lencho. When Lencho receives the letter, he is neither surprised nor excited because he fully expects God to answer his prayer. So when he is there again to receive the letter from the God as a reply, when he is seeing that the letter has been arrived by the name is written from God, he was not acting any kind of surprise. No excitement can be seen over his face because he was deeply into the faith, like God is definitely going to answer to his prayers or answers to his request. Without feeling grateful to the people who helped him, Lencho writes another letter. He counts the money carefully and immediately notices that it is only 70 pesos instead of 100. Lencho does not believe that God could make such a mistake. Instead, he concludes that the employees at the post office must have stolen the remaining 30 pesos. Without feeling grateful to the people who helped him, Lencho writes another letter to God. In this letter, he thanks God for the money but asks him to send the remaining 30 pesos. He also requests God not to send the money through the post office because, according to him, the postal employees are a bunch of crooks. So here, bunch of crooks means what? The Lencho is thinking like the post staff, the postmaster, and all the people who are working in that post office. He is mentioning those people as a bunch of crook, means he thinks that they all are the thieves working over there. Where God has given 100 pesos to Lencho, 30 pesos is not there. That means Lencho is thinking they might have stolen those rupees from the envelope. So this time Lencho is writing another letter to God mentioning that do not send me the money from this post office next time, because the workmen who are working over in this post office, they all are bunch of crooks. So this was all about the chapter. So the next video I will be coming with the extra questions of this chapter. Till then, bye bye, take care. Please follow and subscribe for more videos. Bye.